What's up, guys, and welcome back to Earth Zero. I'm your host, Black Nick, and gamers are angry, guys, and I'm all for it. And I'm so happy that gamers are coming together and are actually showing these people that we are the important ones, not your thoughts, not your ideas, not what we need to be comfortable with. And we are going to show you with our wallets, dude, that you can make the most greatest game that you think you have made. You can make a game that has no fan service, that has politics, that scams you, that's cash grab, anything. And if we don't pay you guys, then what is it? It's just a game that you've made. You can just play it by yourself. But we consumers are what matter, and you can't tell us what we want or not, dudes. So these triple A companies coming up with their bullcrap and their greed and all of this stuff, we coming for you and the shareholders and everyone that's out here trying to mess up their games. The creators and developers, I really feel sorry for you because you guys are just a part of the mix-up of listening to other people tell you what to do, and I know your decisions aren't like that. For example, like Suicide Squad, some of the team members left, and I saw some posts from the team members that left the team, like telling them after the game Suicide Squad flopped that this is exactly why we shouldn't have went that way. So there was people that disagreed and they left, dude. I totally think that they thought that game was gonna be trash, dude, and they didn't agree with it. And just those kind of people that have to lose their jobs, leave their jobs, or just go through it and be known for making a crap game because of crap, greedy people's decisions. I feel bad for you guys. But in general, these companies need to go down and they need to know that it's our wallets, dude. So we've been getting backlash after backlash. Suicide Squad had started. Dragon Dogma 2 got a little bit of it. It was like half, 50-50, but it was hectic. Even like streamers that I usually like listen to and usually have a big favor in the community of gaming, such as Asmon Gold, didn't even understand the backlash, but he knew both sides were correct. It was like this crazy clash of how split opinions can be, how some people are standing on business, and when they don't want something in a game, they don't want it. And then you have other people that don't support it in a certain way but still want to enjoy and have a happy time in the game, and that's not a problem either, dude. But I'm really going towards the people that are standing on business because these gaming companies are taking us for fools. So after those two games, we now have Star Wars Outlaws going through the exact same thing, and it's for a reason. Ubisoft is scummy. Those guys are greedy, and they've been making very decent games to be very loud in the industry, dude. They've been making very average 7 out of 10 copy and paste Assassin's Creed kind of games, dude. And Avatar as well, being something similar to Far Cry. They're not great games, and they come here and they think that they like legendary companies and tell us, and some of the executives and people that work there tell us, we need to be comfortable with not owning games with subscriptions. This was said a few months ago, that we need to be comfortable with not owning our games because of subscriptions. And what they said initially before that was that you still can play the game, until they completely like remove the game. Like, you have the progress and everything. They were kind of like basically implying that they'll never pull a plug on the game. You just don't own it, so you should be comfortable with not owning it. But you'll still have your progression. You'll still be able to play it, all the time and everything. Then they go against their own word and basically lie to you. And then they now just remove the crew completely. You can't download the files. You can't get that. No, the people that owned and bought the game don't have the license, dude. It's just gone. It doesn't exist, dude. And that is scummy, greedy stuff. And then they still have the guts to come and release this dumb game that I'm definitely not getting, Star Wars Outlaws. Like, I can live without that game. I don't care if anyone out there that's a fan that goes, this game's a 10 out of 10. Like, no, if you're out here, you're missing out. I do not care for 100 years if I do not play Star Wars Outlaws, dude. It doesn't give value to my life. It doesn't affect me in any way. It's gonna die and be old like any other game, and it'll be cheap or eventually free down the line, and I'll get it for what it's actually worth, dude. But this whole paywall for $130 as the highest amount. Base game $70, highest amount 130, dude. How do we go $60 above what it should be, bro? Like, how is that even possible? How does it make sense, dude? And that's just to force us to actually kind of get the subscription so you can get the game kind of cheaper, you know. But then that's you basically not owning the game, and at the same time they're doing this kind of stunts with the game, like the Crew. I want to own Star Wars Outlaws in the next 10 years. I don't care how old the Crew is, you know. I still want to be able to go back and be like, yo son, I used to play this game when I was a kid. Oh yeah, it doesn't exist, but I paid for it and I put in so much money for it, but it's just gone, dude. That's illegal. That's stealing, dude. I think there should be some federal FBI stuff going into this stuff, dude, because they're actually stealing money from us, and people need to get arrested or removed or something, or companies just need to shut down like Ubisoft one time, dude, because that is pure nonsense. Anyway, so you either do that or you pay 130 to get an extra mission or DLC behind this game, dude. And at the end of the day, dude, they came and literally addressed this whole backlash about why we're paying so much for extra content that should be in the base game. Then they're like, no, don't worry at all, like, about that. Like, nobody like does all the side missions in games. Like, no one does every single mission in a game, you know, especially a grindy game. Like, they're already telling you the game's gonna be grinding. They're like, that no one does all their missions. So this mission is like one of those missions that you just don't do, you know, like that's how it feels like to these creators. Like, it's just something you won't miss out on, and that takes away the value of it when you say it like that, dude. So why are the other people that are paying 130 for it paying 130 if it's just a side quest that doesn't matter, dude? I think it's Jabba the Hutt, the mission that they're talking about, that you know, like, you do it as like side quests in the actual main base game, and then there's the mission for Jabba the Hutt in that actual premium edition of the game, and they're busy making it sound like it's just some side quest. So why am I paying an extra $60 when it doesn't actually really matter? That's what they're saying. So they're shooting themselves in the foot either way, because half of the people are saying put it in the base game as a normal thing, and then you're telling them that they don't, that it doesn't matter because it's just one of those side quests and you get enough like quests of Jabba the Hutt in the game, and this one's nothing special. Then the people that are gonna pay $130 are like, what the fuck? So if this is not special, then why am I paying $130? And it all just lands up as a scam, dude. So you've put yourself in a chokehold, Ubisoft. You've dusted yourself. You've ended everything for you. And I hope it keeps going down and down and down. They recently had Skull and Bones, and that was also a disaster and a terrible, lazy game, dude. And that's what Ubisoft is doing these days. And they come here and still try and tell us, no, you need to do this, you need to do this. And they're literally opening gates for people to do illegal activities, like just crack games, dude. You know, download games online for free, bro, and get all these files and stuff for free because they just don't want to support your nonsense. Like, you making people do illegal stuff, you know. And a lot of people are out here going like it's definitely fair, you know, like you know, with what you're saying, dude. It should be fine with us cracking your games, you know. Like, if you're gonna charge us this amount and be greedy and scummy and tell us we should be comfortable with not owning games, so then you should be comfortable with us cracking your games, dude, and getting it for free, dude. It should be like a 50-50 thing, or you should be comfortable with us not giving you any like hope, dude. But the industry is so angry right now, and I'm loving every single second of it, because people have now realized that we've wasted for decades so much of our cash supporting these people, and they're getting lazier and greedier and lazier, and there's no excuse for games not doing well, dude. I always stand with Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is an example of a game done right, with no greed, no microtransactions, nothing. You paid less for $60 for the base game. You got more than 70 hours of gameplay from the base game. You still got a free online story mode for that game. Then when you paid $70, you got extra modes into the free online thing and a whole DLC that was another 30 hours long, dude. So the game in total, when you pay $70, is about 110 hours for just the normal story game, and you still have online to grind, and everything you earn is strictly in that game, dude. There's no paying anything extra, nothing, dude. That and the game looked beautiful. People are like, it's the best samurai game ever to be created, and it's my favorite game in the world because there was no single form of greed, dude. And none of these other gaming companies are learning from that. And some of these gaming companies that are asking for so much money out of you don't even make half their games look as good as Ghost of Tsushima, dude. So no, stuff that. No excuses, nothing, guys. I'm not buying that game. I hope Ubisoft fanboys can realize that they pulling the middle finger at you and calling you an idiot every time you purchase a game from them because of your brainwashed, uh, you know, your brainwashed mind. But at the end of the day, that's half of that $70 could do so much good deeds. You can help people that need food. You can help orphanage. You can do so much with that money. But instead, you want to pay a whole 130 to a company that doesn't give a damn about what you like and what kind of like game you want to play, dude. Nope. So that's a no from me, guys. Tell me in the comment section below what you think. Are you gonna buy this silly dumb game? Are you gonna become an idiot for Ubisoft? Let me know in the comment section below.